Some elders say that they know that they packed their deity, but now they brought the deity back, that the deity is back with them. Does it mean that the deity you pack is still with them, or?
That's what we call neo-colonialism, neo-paganism. Are you getting me? So, neo-paganism is what they are doing. It's not the original thing there. They concoct. They just try to bring a replica of what was, because there is a drift. And this drift is propagated by some nonchalant people, who try to deceive the youth over issue of wealth. And you going back to what our forefathers doing so that to become rich. It's just mere greed. It's not for anything that they are preserving culture. They are not preserving anything. I will come to that. But just know it, that it is a trending thing for the youth, having been deceived, deluded, hallucinational teaching. So they are made brainwashed to believe that this thing they are doing has a meaning, that it contributes to their satisfaction, wealth, and all that, especially wealth. But it's not so.
Talking about this paganism you mentioned, what's the difference between culture and paganism?
Well, paganism, for me, is part of a dot in culture. Culture, if you may call it in German language, Weltanschauung. Weltanschauung. That is worldview, totality. In French, you say ensemble. Ensemble. That is totality of one's way of life, which he might add religion. You understand now? So religion is from where this point is coming. Paganism is just a dot, a full stop. Culture is all about a person. If I start explaining to you, you wonder. Paganism, they said, is just a misnomer, a misrepresentation. It is, paganism is different from culture. We are deceived also by the translation. Like you say, paganism, omenala. Culture, omenala. Is it? But it should be paganism, ikpere arụsị. Culture, omenala. Look at the right. They don't know it except as they are listening to me now. They misquote it. Paganism, omenala. They call it omenala. Culture, omenala. Culture, paganism, it's not the way they do. Because in a family, you might have people with different paganistic background. One might be a Christian, one might be a Muslim, one might be ATR, African Traditional Religionist, one might be a Hinduist, in one family. But all of them have common culture. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So, culture is far away from, is misinterpreted by our people. Let them know it today. If in a gallows in a berarosi or culture, iberarosi culture is far from it. I give you instances. If you see a Yoruba sauce, soup, from Igbo soup, you will know by the quantum of oil. Before you dip your hand to get something from Yoruba soup, oil don't reach you this place. But Igbo, we put tiny thing. Okay, let's go to that. That is culture. The way they talk, the way they eat, the way they speak, the way they marry, that is culture. So the way you worship is just a tiny part of culture. So somebody saying we destroy our culture is nincompoopism. Is it? They don't understand. Okay, now look at another culture. The way people greet. When Igbo people greet a child of 5 years, we greet the king. If it is an Hausa or Yoruba, they will prostrate. Kabiesi, which Kabiesi or Dubale. Are you getting me? But an Igbo kid of 5 years will stand up and greet a king, shaking his hand even. A kid, that king will not get bothered because it's our culture. Are you getting it? That's why we call Ndi Igbo Okwote Keleze. Are you getting it? Okwote Keleze. So that's the Igbo. Now again, do you know culture? I was born into Nsukka culture. Igbo culture. African culture. Globally speaking. The same thing with Jesus. Jesus was a cultural man. Jesus was born into a culture, not into a religion, because he created a religion. Are you following me? Have you ever seen Jesus put on suit and tie? Why? Because of culture. When you see, even when those who assailed them in the garden came, they couldn't distinguish between Jesus and the rest of the apostles until Judas, who was a member, knew. Why? Because they were dressing commonly. Their cultural wear is like Igbo wear. They dress halfway. So they got confused. They don't know whether to arrest the 12. They were looking at Judas. Now, which one be the man now? Because of culture. Until Judas went and kissed him. They remove others and cut him. If, like today, we dress on coat and dress, if Jesus was born in the West, America or Britain, you won't see him with that cross wrapper. You have been seeing Jesus with the glass and tie and coat and shoe, but he was putting on slippers each time. Are you following now? Difference between culture and paganism. Their religion is part of their culture, which is called Judaism. You can do away with religion. You can do away with paganism, but you can never do away with culture. Are you following now? So, culture, no matter the way I speak in Nsukka, because I'm into Nsukka culture. That's our language, is culture, the way of the land, the people they speak. I can learn other languages, but they are addenda. So, I want you to know the culture. That culture, they are confusing issues by translation. Let people translate. Igo arosi, ikpere arosi. Paganism, ikpere arosi. Ka anyị na-achị ya n'azụ n'ikpe arosi. Ọ bụrụ ka anyị na-achị azụ na culture. Let us go back to culture. No, they should say, let's go back to worship deities. Paganism. They are bringing in culture. Culture is part, paganism is a part of culture incorporated or agreed by a person who practices it. Are you following now? So anybody saying we destroy their culture, we do. If we destroy your religion, your culture is not destroyed. Are you getting me? Say you want this religion, you want to follow this way, ATR, African Traditional Religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islamism. It's not a culture. So let them stop that. I know those who propagate it.
You know, you hear most of all these things from this our generation now. we are going back to our roots. We are going back to our roots. What do you have to tell us about this?
Now, what do you think? What are they going back to the root to do? What is driving them? Can you say something about that too? So that I give you answer to.
To me,
What do you think they are going back to that thing to do or to achieve?
they are going back to worship what their forefathers were worshiping.
In order to do what? Or become what? What do you think?
Maybe to become who they really think they are.
They are already what they are. What they are looking for is to become what they are not. Are you getting me? And what they are not is that they are not big men, rich men, wealthy men. They felt they are impoverished. They felt they are too poor, resulting from the abandonment of traditional ATR or worship of a deity which their forefathers worshipped. That their forefather worshipped, it does not do anything with the culture. That's the greatest confusion they have. And anybody listening to me now will know this truth. That culture is not, nobody can destroy culture. Culture is there. That you want to worship devil, don't call worship of devil culture. Worship of sculptors, culture. They want to become what they are not, or they feel they are not, to become rich. Greed. That is just that. Why they are drifting back. Now I begin to ask even their teachers, how rich are they? They have been practicing it. We see them in the internet. How rich are they? Now our forefathers, whom we want to become like, was there any of them regarded as Nigeria Limited? Did you see any of them become Dangote? So that Adenuga or Trump, or what can you say? It's because, see, if our forefathers, all of them who worshiped the devil or were pagans, that all of them were Dangote, all of them rich, they had aircraft and all that. Now, we in this generation, we don't have bicycle or have motor. We have to see. They become reasonable in their thinking. They have to say, well, let's go back. Are you seeing it? Now, are you following what I'm saying? If our forefathers all were Dangotes, then we are making mistake. We should go back and hook that wealthy God which they worshipped. But none of them was able to train their children. They hadn't even money to buy shirts. They weren't going on shoes. Are you following me now? Why then dragging us back to a state of drag, a state of impoverishment, not just poverty? That is, let us go and become as poor, as undeveloped as our fathers. Look at them who are piloting that. If you want to be like your forefathers, go back and do and be and practice like them. They used to go to market. My father used to go to Ejule on foot 3 days, carrying big basket full of fowl. 3 days walking on foot. Ejule in Kogi, those days. Chief would rob them and they do others. So, why are they? And they used to put on Nzobo. That it means obodu, or what they call, I can't just describe it well, but they put it like this. It has tail in front, it has tail at the back. No shirt, no shoes, nothing. They will walk around the whole city. They will go to market, go to places, happily with them. But see these people who are propagating this, going back to our forefathers, they have their shoes on. They have their trousers on. They have their shirts on. Yet you are going to be like your forefathers. Why not become early man? They are dragging us into hundreds of years back. No development goes with that. If you have a foreign friend who comes into your house, will they be proud enough to take them to that shrine? If the man goes there, he will only snap and laugh at you. Is this such a, that's good. He will go home and show them how archaic you are, how early manish you are. He will not eat, he will never eat anything there, a white man. But if it comes to clean table like this, if I prepare mass now, white man will happily come and receive communion. But when they do their own, they put it on the ground. You call it your God who created you, and you put food for him on the ground to take mouth and chop. Is your God a dog? Only dog that eat from the ground, and it will be struggling with ant and everything. You put everything on the ground. You say, my God, eat it from there. You who kept it, we eat from plate. You see, they are deceiving their God. Their God will eat from ground. You put cola on the ground. Put wine. Pour wine on the sand. Say, go and suck it. Do you know how you are ridiculing your God? When you do all those things now, to come out to mirror, you dress well, bath well, put a perfume, put a tie, put a coat. Is that how your father did it? Okay, do you know why death is going to cost too much in future by this thing they are doing? Those are our forefathers. They knew what they gave as covenant. They knew how some of them killed the native doctor who prepared that. Some of them killed a virgin. And before the man or woman died, he will release a curse. Your sons and daughters will suffer. And when I come now as a priest, I cut it off. By this thing they do, they relink it without knowing self. The implication. What I dealt with, cut off, and the mercy of God started flowing. Now they relink the wrath, the anger of God by bringing that in. I alone see. I see it. Those who went and brought back has reconnected their village, their family, their people again. Are you following me? Go and read Exodus 20, verse 4 down to 5. I will curse up to 4th generation those who hate me. I will bless 1,000 generations. You see how merciful God is. You don't know when in your own generation, Father Okunerere comes and remove all these things, your generation will be blessed up to 1,000. And before you could bless it, you bridge it by saying you are going to your forefathers. God hates this thing to the core. Go and read Deuteronomy 7, 25 to 28. It says, God hates this thing to the core. It's disgusting. Psalm 115 says, those who worship the devil shall be like the devil on the last day. 1 John 3:3, that all who worship Jesus shall be like Jesus. God killed 23,000. 1 Corinthians 10:8, because they worshipped other gods. Exodus 23 from verse 23 says, listen, I will bless you when you reject other gods. I will remove sicknesses. I will give you food and water. Our people don't know all these things. It's just like some people. I was trying to understand what is Boko Haram. I read it. I'm a professor and I don't leave things on a shallow level. It's just like this research I did. They are causing great things. When I read Boko Haram, I said, Boko. I saw Boko is west. Haram is evil. So which means anything Western world is evil. Both education, anything. Now I begin to ask, this gun the Boko Haram use is a Boko. The wristwatch is a Boko. The shoe they wear is a Boko. The motor they ride on is a Boko. Which one is haram again? Everything they have on their body, the phone they communicate with, the gun with which they shoot, all of them are Boko. They didn't produce it. How is the only education? They took one education as Boko. But those who are teaching those things, they are learned people. What? So that is the same thing happening to us now with neo-paganism. Neo-paganism. New way of worshiping the devil or Iberarose. Let people correct the notion from today that paganism means Iberarose. Culture means Omenala. So they should go back and wear those things our forefathers were. Act like early man.
If they want to go back to the roots.
Finish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
they are not using internet.
Our forefathers, they don't know anything about internet or social media in those days.
Can you imagine today? I saw a native doctor who he has phone here. He having phone calls. He's a native doctor. He has everything on him.
Connecting clients.
Yes. Who is calling? He has earphone. Native. They are ridiculing another day. You see, native doctor has earphone. Yes, earphone. Can you imagine that?
And our forefathers were not using it that way.
Our forefathers don't use it. Let them. You see, that is one deity I brought from side overall. Nobody takes English thing to that river and comes back alive. Mm-hmm. You dare not try it. But I went. After prayers, I used the English cup and drank from it. They shouted, Father Okunerere, don't die for our place. It's almost 20 years, but I'm still living. I took the elephant head there and collected every deity, both Adora and everything, put them in my car and carried them home and sent them to jail. They have been suffering 20 years jail now. Jail time, serving it. So, when they do all those things, is just archaic people that are deceived. There is something beyond that. What gives money is their ritualism. And some people do like this social, what they call social clubs. In those days, how they do, when you become a member of social club, one rich man, or they will put a hand in their pocket and they reach you, give it to go for business. Likewise today, rituals they do is what give them not going back to paganism. And now, those things that our forefathers did, they used human rituals. They are connecting them back. They are killing our society. I'm not involved. I've done my best to save them, and they prefer to remain in the dark. So whatever comes, anybody who agrees with them, we share it with them.
Talking about these ritual or occultic people, these young boys now that are into Yahoo, using young people to virgin or ladies to do ritual in the name of they want to make money.
That is what we are telling you, that it is not going back to our forefathers that give them money. It is ritual, evil money, blood money, which anybody can do by magic. They deceive people. They put something and use your tone, and as they are calling you, they are casting spell on you. Before you know it, you go to internet and give them dollars, and they say it's because of their forefathers. Help them. No, it is evil. It is polluted money. So it's not going back to paganism that is helping them to do like our forefathers. Our forefathers didn't kill intentionally. But now, they are using human blood, using human head. There are places I brought human head, which was regarded as a virgin for all the villages to be protected against the war. The other one was a native doctor, used so that nobody will find the secret of spoiling the charm. Is it? But now you kill a virgin, you kill a girl, you kill it for your personal aggrandizement to enrich yourself. It is deadly anchorage that we're heading to. It's okay. Thank you.
Now, talking about this, the way our forefathers were doing then, that they believe in those charms, that the charms they were worshiping, were working for them. Like, I do go some places like this, they will ask me not to open my camera. That if I open it, that it will blind. That their deity is so powerful. But from what I'm getting here, it's as if it's just their mindset that is not real.
Just a magical power that they tell you, let me go there and snap it. Let my phone not to see it. If I go there, I will snap it well, and they will appear. Because those ones, there is no doubt about existence of demons. There is no doubt. There are demons which you can use for magical powers, not miraculous powers. Devil perform magic. God perform miracle. That's the difference. For instance, Moses threw staff, he turned into snake. Pharaoh laughed and called his magicians. All came and saw it. They dropped their staffs, all turned to snake as well. What God can do, devil can do. But one is fake, one is real. Immediately, Moses turned around and remembered I had not taken breakfast. I used all of them for pepper soup. That's why from where I derived my music. That is spirit, eating spirit. So that's just that. And people don't know what they are undergoing. Is a curse they are bringing to themselves and generation. Some of those deities they are reviving is not the original one. Demon will always come and claim that he is the one. It's not true. There are thousands of demons. If I go to this level, you'll be wondering. Demons are hovering around like a roaring lion. When Jesus met a demoniac, he said, what is your name? He said, my name is Legion. What is Legion? Thousands. Up to 144,000 demons in one person. So if you bring cola now, drop it here. You go to soothsayer. Soothsayer will tell you that your father is talking. It's a demon that entered it. Are you getting me? Demon entered because there are too many of them. When they saw Jesus, say, please, don't cast us away because our time has not reached. And send us to the pig. The scripture says they sent them to the pig. That is about 2,000 pigs. They were all possessed and headed to the river and destroyed themselves. Can you imagine 2,000 demons? So don't think that there is no demon. There are demons. When they made it, It was an artifact. It was a beautiful handiwork of somebody. Then they went and invoked demon into it. So it's not the original one I removed. It is invocation. It is their calling to devil to come and possess this. And those devils are roaming around. They have no resting place. That's what Jesus said. If you sweep your house very well, after wandering in a desert, it will say, let me go and check my house. When they come, they say, it is swept. And they bring worse demon than themselves. So what these youths are doing, they have swept the house. I swept the house. Now, they have invited the demon. And the demon saw the house is free for them to dwell, giving the permission to dwell. He went and invited worse demons than themselves. So situation is going to be terrible in future if people don't start now to extricate themselves, exonerate themselves, free themselves from the youth drive of neo-paganism. That's just that.
Hi guys. Have you heard about G-Man sperm babies? The washable baby diaper. This economy, guys. You need to come and hear this good news from me. This is one of the best baby diaper that you can use in this economy now. With the way this economy carry us, they go front and back end. Just come and test it and thank me later. It's for our babies, our newborn babies. Those babies where they piss, they say, if they hear, shh. You can play like a tap they run. You know those are picking the people bed. Come and try this and thank me later. It is very smooth. It's washable diaper. You don't need to say that, I don't want to stain my hands. How will I wash my baby? For waiting, come try them. It's washable. Like when you wash it and dry it, it soaks the wee, but it doesn't leak. That's the good news. When you wear your baby, this G-Mass baby's hair, it soaks the wee, but the good news is that it does not leak. Like very comfortable and smooth. And it's encouraged to use during the day and during the night. Like, do not say I did not tell you. No talk say I no give you this good news though. If nobody say my pikin sexy day road they come, guys. But wait, I will still show you how to use it. Let's go there. This is one of the best for now. Yes, tested and trusted. You can buy it for your children. If you have 5 children that will on the bed, imagine coming to visit somebody that will work for children. You don't pay that person out because of children they will. Some of them they don't even get pity. They don't even pity the bed. Some people bed they don't scatter tear. Join chinchi on top. Now they bring chinchi. They are ready to supply anywhere for this country, anywhere, nationwide, always available, no matter the quantity you want. If 100 pieces, 1 million pieces, 1,000, they get them. Come and try and thank me later. Their number is on the screen there. You can chat us on the WhatsApp there. You can DM, send us a message and tell us you want the quantity you want for the babies. No matter the size of your baby, if you're picking up, you get big bum or the small one, you go size them. Come and buy and thank me later.